peepees, aka plant people, welcome back to my channel. Those who are new, welcome, and I hope you don't judge me too hard on this episode today. So basically I'm going to do my top easiest Anthuriums and my top worst Anthuriums. There's not a whole lot of variety of Anthuriums that I have because I tend to just keep the ones that are easy, but the more difficult ones that I do have, just be warned that they're not very nice looking. Yeah. Without further ado, let's get started. I'm just gonna start off with a happy note. So basically, the most wonderful and easygoing Anthurium that I really recommend for everyone to have in their collection if you're just starting off or if you've had plants for a long time, I would recommend the Anthurium crystallinum. I have other crystallinums as well, but these ones are the bigger ones. As you can see, it's quite lovely. It's very beautiful, very easygoing. I have all my Anthuriums in pond. I do need to pull this out of the pot because I see some root rot happening, so I'm just gonna clean off the roots and see what's going on. And I have another one here. Both of these are imported from Indonesia. Honestly, it has like zero downtime when it comes to acclimating. I personally had no space in my rootstock cabinet, so I just popped it in water, let it root a little bit. Some of them I just threw straight into pond and it just rooted fine and no crispy leaves or anything. So yeah, it's pretty good. Actually, on second thought, this one is from Ecuagenera. And then this one is from Indonesia. So Anthurium crystallinum, I highly recommend it. It does really well in room humidity. They don't have like the tendency to have crispy leaves. I water all my plants with quarter strength fertilizer CalMag, and also from time to time I will add marphyles, soil enhancer in my waterings. That's pretty much it. They don't get a grow light, it just sits on the top shelf just because everything is so tall and it just doesn't really fit in between my shelving. But yeah, they seem to be really nice. And also with Anthuriums, I find that the less light it has, the darker the leaves are, and that's what I really like. Okay, and the next one. This is the Anthurium Vti. Yeah, I know it's looking a little crazy. It's growing in all different directions because this actually sits on my shelf and the grow light is like here. So all the leaves are trying to like bend in different directions. I do have a new growth coming in, but it's been pretty easy. It's really forgiving. I always let this one dry out. This one is in moss and I haven't really repotted it. So you can see like all the roots are like going kind of crazy. It is due for watering, so yeah, it doesn't get that crispy leaves. This one I bought from a local seller, so it was already acclimated. It's relatively a quick grower. It's not too bad. I don't know what else I can say with this one. There's different forms of Veitchii. There's narrow form. I don't know what form this is, but I think this one is a small one. I tried to, there was one point in time where it kind of got stuck. The leaves got stuck because the emergent leaves have this film on there and I accidentally ripped it. So that's why this one is a little bit short, but this new leaf coming in is looking nice. So I'll do a close up too. Other than that, Veitchii used to be very expensive, but they're a lot cheaper now. I did get one before from Ecuagenera and I totally killed it. The chunk turned black and it was a very expensive mistake. But this is pretty good. It's doing well in moss. I'm sure it'll do well in pond as well, but you know, when a plant is doing well, I don't really want to bother it. So this is the Anthurium Bessiae. Okay, the last one I have here is the Anthurium Anthurium Clarinervium. This was one of the exotic plants that I got or rare plants that I got. It has been with me since then, and it is a little bit of a slow grower, I must say. In the beginning when I got it, it was doing fine, and then it started pushing out leaves that were getting quite crispy, as you can see. These are the old ones. I don't know what it was. It might have been a cow mag issue, but it's okay. I don't have root rot, however, it hasn't been really rooting, so I'm not really sure what the issue is. I don't want to pull it out either, just because this plant has made it come back. But honestly, it thrives with neglect. It doesn't get a lot of sunlight because it is in the back of my shelf, but it's still doing fine. I'm sure the leaves and the petioles will be much bigger and shorter as well for the stem here. But it's not bad. It's had thrips one time before, but since I moved, knock on wood, I haven't had any thrips just because I don't open the windows. Again, it is in passive hydro. Doesn't get a grow light. It gets my watering like every other plant, so there's not much to say. Yeah, my room humidity right now is about 40% now. It is getting warmer, so 40%. So all my plants seem to be doing okay. See, no crispies. So this is the Anthurium. Oh my god. Anthurium. I give up. Okay. I think I have one more plant. I wasn't going to show this one today, but I was just scared of it. Scared of me jinxing it. Anyways, this is the Besseae. Yes, Anthurium Bessiae. I got this from, where did I get this from? Ecuador, and it's been really nice. Like, I love the sheen of this leaf. Like, it's just so dark, and it doesn't have crisping tendencies either. I did have a little bit of a fungal issue, so I cut that off. I have a new leaf coming in, but this one's all mangled. I think it's just been neglected, and like for some reason that film was so stuck on the leaf. I've been spraying it, but I think this leaf isn't going to be a very pretty one. But look how chunky the stem is. So yeah, it's a slow grower. It used to be pretty quick. It actually pushed out an inflow when I first got it, which was crazy because I'm like, whoa, I did not expect that. But this version of the Natenza is actually doing way better than my other one, which I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so now with the sad looking Anthuriums, I think this is the Besseae, and look how pathetic it looks. It's so crispy. It's in passive hydro. It has lots of roots. They're very skinny roots though, but yeah, it hasn't really grown at all for me, and it's just crispy. I like the texture of these leaves, and I really hope that the new leaf will be much happier. Like, these were import leaves anyway, so maybe that's why, but honestly, it's such a slow grower, I don't really know what to do with it. It's not under a grow light, it's just sitting like on the ground near my mirror, my floor mirror. So this is one of the Bessiaes that I have no clue about, so. Okay, next. I'm pretty sure everyone is going to be, yep, we know. So this is my Anthurium Warocqueanum. Look how pathetic it is. So sad. So I have a footage that I'm about to show you here somewhere. It pushed out the most amazing leaf. Like, oh my gosh, it was so big, so beautiful, and it was just chilling in my rootstock cabinet, and I thought, oh, I nailed it, but I think something hit it, and so it kind of damaged the leaf, and the leaf just completely rotted, and it fell, and I was left with a stump. I have 2 growth points here and nothing has happened for months and months and months. So I'm sure you guys all know that the queen is very, very hard to keep alive. I don't know what else to say with this, but it's in full neglect right now. My next one is the Anthurium villenaorum. The Anthurium villenaorum I got was from North Shore Tropicals. It was okay when I got it, but it just didn't grow for a very long time. Had the crappiest root system. It didn't want to root in anything, and recently I put it in a better situation with the pond. It's more hydrated now. It's in my rootstock on the bottom shelf. No lights. Yeah, it's just, I'm getting ready to chuck this plant, but I dug into it and I saw lots of growth points happening, so that's why I was like, I'll keep it. And honestly, the more mature form of this plant is quite lovely, so I wanted to give it a chance. But honestly, it's like, if this doesn't do well in my cabinet, I don't know what will, because I don't know what this plant wants. It just wants to be that crisp life sort of thing. Next, I have the Anthurium Dubilis. So I got this plant from Ecuador. I got it before my Luxurians because it looked similar to it. Obviously not as amazing as the Luxurians, which I should feature actually because it's freaking lovely. I love my Luxurians. Yeah, so I got it and it was pretty much all dead, the leaves. And you'll see here, I'm going to show you like a glimpse of these plants, and pretty much I had to rehab it. So I chopped off all of the leaves and I rerooted the chunk. I mean, it's pretty nice. It's in perlite. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, my video got cut off, but this is rooting in perlite. It is doing well. Like, it's got roots and it's photosynthesizing. But I really don't recommend you importing this plant unless it's established here already, just because most likely when you receive it in the mail, it's just going to be like dried leaves. I do have a little growth here. However, it's very slow at pushing out new leaves, and I don't know what to say about it. I mean, I first got this because it was a cheaper alternative to something that looks similar to the Luxurians, but now Luxurians are quite affordable, so I just don't recommend getting this plant. Just get a Luxurians. End of the story. One final last plant I want to talk about is the Anthurium Regale. It's a beautiful plant, but I swear, do not get it. This plant is so slow at growing. It crisps up, like it has trouble coming out of the caterpillar. Like, you will never have leaves that will look pristine like this. Like, the leaves will always be damaged some way or another. Just don't do it. Like, I no longer have mine because it died back to a stump, and I tried to reroot everything. It just died back, turned into a stump, turned into a black stump, so that's why I no longer have it. It just refused to root, and it just kept rotting. So I don't know. It was even in my rootstock cabinet for a really long time, and it's just, yeah, it didn't want to life. Let's just say that. So I really don't recommend the Anthurium Regale. Take in all of its glory, look at it, but I really do not recommend buying this plant. This is my Luxurians, excuse the yellowing leaf in the back, but this is one of the first leaves that came out after I acquired it, and I did import this from Ecuagenera. Super cute, and it's been chilling. It hasn't really given me too much grief. I know this video wasn't the most informative. It was really like almost like me complaining about the trash anthuriums that I had. But anyway, I also wanted to just apologize for the poor sound quality. I do have a mic coming around. I was doing my laundry that day when I was filming, so I know the sound wasn't the greatest. But anyways, those who are new to this channel, welcome to my channel. And those who are my subscribers already, thank you for just sticking around with me and supporting me. I really appreciate it. And if there's anything that you would like to see, make sure you put it in the comment box down below. I hope to continue to make enjoyable content for you. And so yeah, I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, don't forget to smash that like button, give me a green thumbs up, subscribe and comment, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye bye.